Not that hard, BMC.
Yes. Climb in, get up in here, like, subscribe, share, do all that good shit. I'm gonna put this up regardless. Keep playing this unreleased song so you guys get pissed off for the fact that it is unavailable to everybody. There's a reason though, there's a reason.
Yeah, that's straight. Yeah, 2 guns. 5 guns make it 7. That's a lot of guns. Yo, I got so many guns. Hey. Big body Benz parked in front of the team. Lizzo bank roll, shit bust at the seams. 401k over gunplay. Your homies still saying we gon' make it one day. They say Mike P, we thinking of you and I don't count on my beat. Afraid of numbers, my beat. They say they love us, but I gotta make it this winter. I feel stuck in the snow. Drop something, I feel inclined to duck and roll. Keep it a stack, y'all average as fuck. Small change get invested over matching a blunt. Burrowed in, y'all been inactive for months. But stats getting stuffed in the same bag I had stashed in the trunk. I would roll a spliff with an eighth on a mystical tape. Embedded the same work that got fish on the plate. I had pounds down in the safe I couldn't get to for days. And tinfoil I used when I ain't finished the cake. Was in the suburb pitching, unearned business. Couldn't claim on your taxes, but some earn interest. Ask me if I'm the GOAT, I got a one-word sentence. Most never sat with the kings, but some herbs did it, some herbs didn't. I'm not the one to make choices, actually. I'm forever indebted to all the people that's backing me. All that kept it a stack with me, I'll keep it a stack. I get to you when I get to you, keep it at that.
Look, gin and tonics had me extra honest. I told my bitch I never loved her, it was just the timing. You was never throwing bullets, you was just a lineman. You was telling like the justice and you justified it. It's just a climate. I'm from the 5-6 where people die rich with no deposits. I'm catching bodies like a mosh pit. Now who you trying to...
Yeah.
Old school Mike P, old school Mike P.
I find it crazy that, you know what? Never mind.
B.this, B.this.
Walk into a room, I enlighten the spot. Hit the pen, blew the vapor, and I'm lighting the box. I copped a new plane ticket right to the top. Put the pen to the paper, and it's right on the dot. I'm writing rounds, but stopping to address you dykes. You got the power, they told you show it, so flex you might. You told us URL checks ain't right. You got a lot to say about a league, you said yes to twice. I'm so thrown, hell-bent on bending these rules. I've been peeped how your energy moves. I'm dead in these dudes, out your mind thinking they letting me lose. I pissed your Emerson Kennedy views. Get a grip, Dot. Love for you, bro. This shit just hurts. I'm starting to think that you ain't sticking to your words. You were crying cause I trailer they ain't get to first. I'm starting to think you insecure. Strong on the outside with weak feelings. A poor man's thoughts just trying to reach millions. Dropped uppy freestyle, thought it was heat building. But forgot Drake died, cause P killed him. Underrated forever, so drop a joint. You probably ain't expect this response, and that's the point. I'm just way too nice, so don't stress. I dance on rap tempos you can't catch. I feel bad you brought these raps to wax. Fucking King of LA, bottom card back to back. How is that? You ain't mad cause you had to open joints? Nope. You mad cause you ain't the focal point. You had love for yourself, then sold out. You had hometown advantage, but took advantage of your hometown. I'm just trying to help you see clear. If you had pride, you wouldn't be here. Walking contradiction, you know what? I'm gonna save that. We gotta save it, you know? Something little.
Yes, sir.
You know what's crazy? I find it funny that in the
Chat was popping, chat was popping.
disrespecting URL,
Yes, sir.
you ended it with Eventbrite. Cop your tickets. URLTV.tv. I'm off that. Mike P.
It's popping, guys. What's up?
URLTV.tv. Mickey Fax, I see you.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. Still getting y'all in, man. Still getting y'all in. Hold on, Mike's spitting. Yeah, I used to rap, you know.
Lights, camera, action, watching expose the glory and the hype.
Where's my fan, bro? I don't know why my ass put a hoodie on. But now I'm hot. I need to get myself right, bro.
He heard his stupidity when he spoke. It's weak. Now he feels intelligent when he speaks. Unique. Music pours.
Let y'all listen, man. I'm gonna let y'all pour in. Like I said, man, every single stream I say this. I'm not talking about anything till we get to 10K. If Easy could do it, Mike Peasy could do it. We need 10,000 in the building. Right now we're 9,938 away. I imagine y'all are gonna clean that up in the next couple of minutes. Yo, I used to be nice as hell. 10K or I'm not talking. Do you understand me? You guys can't hear it. Some people say they can't hear me. You guys can hear me, right? You guys hear me, right? Why do people lie to me? Peasy the block captain, bro. Peasy the block captain. Yes, yes, yes. You should be able to hear me now, Queen. I don't know. Maybe refresh. Guys, like I said, 10K. We are 9,929 away. 9,929 people away. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of people, man. Man, you guys like Easy, huh? He's all right. He's a good guy. It's not bad. You guys know that I killed him 10 years ago? You guys know that, right? Your OBS output is super low. To be honest, dude, it's this. Well, here. Watch, I got you. Now I'm probably a little louder, right? Dude, it's this microphone, man. The Shure SM7B. It's a beautiful microphone, but it comes super low. So I got an Evo 4 audio interface to kind of give it some extra gain. I can only put so much gain on it to where it sounds like it's a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know you were nice on beats. Dude, I used to be, man. I actually think I'm probably so much better now. You know, I used to make really good music when I was like a quarter of the rapper that I am now. I'm such a better writer. So I'm interested in getting back on. I'm going to. I got some songs on the way. You know, we're gonna try to put out a little mini album by the end of the year, man. I would say December 30th. I would say the last day of the year, I'm probably gonna drop an album, which means you'll get it next August. Appreciate y'all in the chat, man. I see y'all. Like and subscribe. If you want to join the Hot Ducan, you could go ahead and do that. You get yourself cool emojis, like my man Mike right here, like my man Kalunga. What up? What up? What up? Shure SM7, you got a Summer Madness mic? Yeah, yeah, I do, man. Oh my god, Summer Madness is coming. I rewatched your battle against Saga, and you sound like a Greek god in that room. Good lord, voice echoed. Yo, that honestly, bro, that was the dude. That Saga battle was the hardest battle I ever did. Because of that room, man. That room was so echoey that it was really hard. It's like trying to record, you know, when you record music, sometimes you could put like your own voice in your headphones. It was the equivalent of trying to rap on beat and hearing your voice like a tenth of a second, like echoed out, like delayed for you. So it was really confusing, man. That room was like the toughest room to ever be in, because it was just weird. It was like an open, gigantic open space, and you could just hear yourself and know nothing else, man. And then also, if you watch, bro, there was somebody that was like, if you watch the Gnome 10 battles, bro, there's parts where it's like, where it like swooshes and it looks like it's getting really close to the battler. Bro, I swear, like, while you're trying to battle, there's like someone right next to you that's just like, fucking follow me around. I'll be battling Saga, and on the corner of my eyes, I'd be like, back off, guy. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to yell at my friend for money. Ladies and gentlemen, Summer Madness 13 is out. And I said for now, because I've seen a couple people like Jay Black and Let's Talk Battle Rap, and maybe not Smack, but I saw them came out and say that there are actually 2 more battles to come out. And we're going to get into some predictions, man. We're going to get into some predictions. We're going to get into some storylines, man. I love the storylines. I swear to God, dude, before the style clashes, before the, before the grudge matches, before the back and forth shit talk, before all of that, I enjoy a good story. I love the stories behind the battles more than I love the battles if they have stories. And we got a lot of stories. The first one I want to talk about, 100%, is now it's up to the battlers to rep their leagues, right? So you've had, for the last, I'd probably say for the last few months, everyone's kind of been killing URL. Battlers, fans, it's become, at this point, it's become a trend to just kind of hate on the URL, whether people have good reasons or they don't. And one thing that URL's been getting beat over the top of the head with are these matchups, right? RB's coming out with matches. GTX has their matches. You got a couple leagues. Easy to Black Captain said that he's announcing something very soon. King of the Dot is talking about having a potential card as well. So, you got all these matches going on, and they've kind of just been beating over the head of URL. But now, let's keep it honest. The slate is clean now. We are at even grounds. Now that Summer Madness is out, I know there's probably still 2 battles to go, but now the theme is, who does it better, right? URL's kind of been sitting back and watching everybody release battles and watching everyone talk about how URL is done and URL's smoked and yada, yada, yada. Now they have matches. Now they have battles. So what happens if those battles turn out to be really good? And what happens if the battles that they've been using to beat URL over the head aren't, right? Now you got competition, baby. Now you got competition. And it's good. It's needed, right? Timothy, thank you for the 10, man. I'm going to get a fresh cup. Mike, have a blessed stream, brother. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you for that 10, dude. I'm going to buy crack. So now the playing field is kind of even, right? Because the narrative no more is that, you know, all these leagues are doing things while URL isn't, right? Boom, here you go, 5 matchups. And you got 2 more. You got 2 more on the way. So I like this storyline, right? Because we've gone away from all the BS, and now we got fights. Now we got fights. Now we got fights that we need to see. And we're going to see, and they have to play out, right? They have to play out. Opalaka, thank you for the 2, man. All bias aside, does this feel like a real SM card? I'll get to it. We're gonna cover a lot of ground here. We're gonna cover a lot of ground here because, like I said, man, I like the stories. We'll get into the predictions, but I like the stories. That's the first story I like. Playing field even. Now we wait. That's the biggest story. Now we wait. Max Out 3 on paper looks ridiculous. Summer Madness looks ridiculous. GTX looks ridiculous. Now we wait. Now we wait. These battles got to start happening. Pay-per-views got to start rolling around. And, you know, we get to see it. We get to see it. And, you know, I honestly can't wait. Here's the second story that I need to talk about. Ace Amin versus Rum Nitty. I'm going to be as honest as I possibly can be when it comes to this story and it comes to this topic. If there are 2 battles left to be announced on Summer Madness, one of them has to be Ace and Nitty. Let me repeat myself. One of them has to be Ace versus Rum Nitty, or URL ain't reading rooms around here. Ace Amin has come with some of the best promotion I have ever seen, and promotion that I haven't seen in years. It reminds me of Charlie Clip's promo, like 2010. It reminds me of Good's promo, Ill Will what was Ill Will in the store with the teeth? I remember something like that. Maybe you could pause that. Maybe you can't. But let me tell you something. It's real promotion. Twitter back and forths are not promotion. I don't see Twitter fights as promotion. I don't see an Instagram screenshot with a picture of somebody licking toes. I don't see that as promotion. I don't see one guy calling the other a bitch. I don't see that as promotion. I see the creativity. I see videos. I see skits. I see things that want to draw you in, not just want to see 2 people clash. I want to see something that makes me want to see you. Ace Amin has been pitching some of the best promotion I've ever seen. I haven't seen that good a promo since, honestly, Me and Daylight. Me and Daylight had incredible promotion. Me and Daylight was hailed as one of the best promoted battles ever, bro. And we used to do the same thing. We'd go back and forth every single day with skits. We would battle each other, bro. Me and Daylight, we battled like 3 times before we even got up on stage. I would just, every day, I would go on Instagram, drop 8 bars. Do you remember the Kermit shit? Do you remember when he had Kermit hooked up to an IV? I remember when Daylight started dissing me, he would use Kermit the Frog to shit on me. And then I bought a Kermit the Frog pet. And I had my dog tear him up. And then in the next video, Daylight had his Kermit on an IV drip. Holding an AK-47 ready to crash out. That's promotion. That's promotion. Ace Amin is some of the best promotion I've ever seen, and he got Rum Nitty out the house. When do you see Rum Nitty promote? That was actually one of the things that people used to go at with Rum Nitty. He's such a big artist, he's such a big talent, but Rum Nitty doesn't promote. Rum Nitty doesn't get up out the house and do shit like that. What Rum Nitty doing is just as impressive. Did it come off the strength of Ace starting the promo? Absolutely. But Rum Nitty's out here making skits, making jokes, making all this shit. And to be honest, let's keep it real. They are the only ones out of that entire lineup for Summer Madness that you just saw. I haven't seen any of them promote. No promotion. Zero promotion. Ace Amin, Rum Nitty together. I mean, they must have like 1 million views on Twitter. They must have 1 million views on Twitter. They must have like 10,000 likes between each other. They must have thousands and thousands and thousands of comments talking about this matchup. Your URL, you scoop that up immediately. You scoop that up immediately. And I have a pretty good source when it comes to whether or not this battle is happening. And I'm just saying, I don't want to believe my source. I don't want to believe my source if this battle is not happening. And for the people that are saying this needs to be a secret battle, no the fuck it doesn't. Are you out of your mind? You mean to tell me that arguably the greatest talent of all time, Rum Nitty, just came off Champion of the Year. Fuck Champion of the Year. He's one of the greatest battle rappers in the world. You mean to tell me that Rum Nitty and Ace, who is on a ridiculous run, one of the most talented rappers in the world, clearly, and he's done a very good job of showing you that every single day on Twitter. You mean to tell me that the best promoted battle that I've seen in probably 5 years needs to get rewarded by not being promoted? Cut that out right now. Get rid of that notion in your head. If you think that Rum Nitty, and Ace Amin is a secret battle, first of all, it's not a secret. How about every other battle on that card is a secret before Rum Nitty and Ace is? That's not a secret. We're watching it. We see it. We all want it. As a matter of fact, I've seen more people talk about the fact that Rum Nitty and Ace isn't on the card. When Summer Madness got announced, more people said, where the fuck is Ace? Where the fuck is Ace and Rum Nitty? So no, that is the last battle that has to be secret. URL. Beasley, I know you don't talk to me anymore. Chico, I know you don't talk to anybody. You're the master of coin. Smack, you don't have my phone number. Beasley, I know you're mad at me for calling you guys out on not treating me well. I know you're mad at me. If you never talk to me again, and you're watching this right now, Rum Nitty and Ace Amin is not a secret battle. If the battle is booked, if the battle is planning on being booked, announce it right now. Announce it right now. Announce it tomorrow. If Ace and Rum Nitty is a secret battle, huh? Like Rum Nitty and Ace is gonna go. Can you imagine that they make it a secret battle? As if Ace Amin and Rum Nitty go on stage and everyone goes, what? Rum, Nitty, and Ace? Could have never imagined. What? What? No way! What? Oh, shit! Didn't see that one coming! Huh? Oh, there's 2 more battles left to announce? One of them has to be Rum Nitty and Ace. If Rum Nitty and Ace Amin is not on Summer Madness, ha 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 ho ha hee ha. Ha. The fuck is wrong with y'all? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? You fucking kidding me? Skrakaka, skrikiku. Rum Nitty and Ace? Huh? I never would have, huh? That's the second story that's important, right? 1, the playing field is even now. There are battles to go down. One league is not named better than the other because of on-paper battles. You are named better than the other from the quality of material and the consistency of the quality of material, not 1 card, not 2. Playing field is even. Let's play ball, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm down for it. I love it. I will be the umpire because I'm not on any of these. That's the second story that matters to me when it comes to Summer Madness. And I guess I'll find these stories, more stories in the predictions. So let's get to the predictions. Let's go from bottom to top. And let's really break this down. Shotgun Suge versus Fonzarelli. Man. Pre-2020, I would actually say, damn, actually, the night that Shotgun Suge made me feel stupid was the night that he battled B. Dot on the night that I battled Real Sick. Main event Mike, mid-tier Mike. Before Shotgun Suge battled B. Dot, he was on a decline, man. I mean, shout out to Suge. I love you, Suge. Shotgun Suge was heading to Big T levels. Big T is one of the only dudes that really, really fell off from a talent standpoint, man. I used Big T as an example of sometimes like the lesser evolved battlers from the older era just can't dance with the new era anymore. And there was a point in time, and I think it was when the COVID era came around, Shotgun Suge had a really bad stretch of battles. You're talking like maybe like end of 2019 to like the full 2020. He had like a 1 to 2 year span where he was getting beat left and right, man. He was getting beat left and right. And I would actually use him. I was using him as an example of styles that don't work anymore. I used to say that. I used to say, man, Shotgun Suge is an example of a guy that he just doesn't have it anymore. And it wasn't disrespectful at that time because he was not, I mean, he couldn't get it together. He was either stumbling or choking or just getting outright beat in a lot of battles consecutively to where he was getting hated on by a lot of people. I wouldn't consider what I said hate. I would consider it, just a point, just a fact that I was trying to point out at the time. It just seemed like Shotgun Suge, his best days were over. It did. And it took the B. Dot battle, which looked like, his head was on the chopping block. It looked like a battle that was really going it looked like he was going to die. All right. Let's just put it that way. And it looked like he was going to prove a lot of points of, that Suge just doesn't really have it anymore. And he shut everyone up, and he shut me up. And to be honest, for the last year and a half, 2 years, he is back to being one of the most dangerous battlers on that stage. He's found new life, and I love it, man. I've sat back and I've enjoyed just about every single Shotgun Suge performance in the last year and a half, in the last couple of years. Suge has been on an incredible run. You could easily make him champion of the year last year. I thought his resume was good enough. I thought his performances was good enough. At least contend, you know what I'm saying? And contend he did. And he's going up against Fonz, who has always been really dangerous. I came up with Fonz. I used to be on cards with Fonz. Dude, I used to be on cards with Fonz like 10 years ago, bro. Me and him used to battle on E&J Battlegrounds. We would battle in a Spanish sports bar in the middle of Hempstead, Long Island. Shout out to Long Island, 516-631, exit 25 all day. Mark Teixeira jerseys everywhere. Xans mixed with fentanyls. We kill him with bars. Richie Rich, I see you. We used to battle at Spanish sports bars, literally, on E&J Battlegrounds. So I've seen him rap for quite some time. I've seen him battling for over a decade. He's gotten better and better as he's gone along, and this is well-deserved from Fonz, man. This is well-deserved. I don't know if this is his first Summer Madness. I want to say that it is, but it's well-deserved. Fonz is a dangerous guy. Fonz is very, very dangerous. Now, when I do predictions, I'm pretty boring with them. I don't go off of what have you done for me lately. I don't go off of my ideas as to what I think is going to happen. I don't go off of who I like better, which is why I'm one of the better guys when it comes to breaking shit down. I really have no bias because I don't care about any of you. I base it off of on paper shit. I base it off of how many times have I seen this person on stage? How many times have I seen him do good? What are his best moments? When that person is maxed out, when that guy is at 100%, how does he match up to when his opponent is at 100%? I pretend that this is going to be the best Shotgun Suge I've ever seen, and this is going to be the best Fonz I've ever seen. I don't base it off of their last battle. I don't base it off of have they fucked up, have they choked. None of it. When both of them are at their best, who has been better and who has been consistently better? I know that's a boring way of doing things because then it kind of just, it predicts the battles for you, right? But battle rap is battle rap. Anything could happen. It is impossible to pretend that I can tell you how a battle is going to go down. I just assume that they are both going to be at their best. If they are both at their best, Shotgun Suge comes out victorious. And I have Shotgun Suge 2-1. I don't ever say 3-0s. I don't ever predict a 3-0 unless you're Elijah Straight. I do not predict that you will lose 3-0. I always give every battler the benefit of the doubt because we are highly talented guys. Every single one of us are capable of killing every single one of us. Except if you're Elijah. I got Shotgun Suge, I got Shotgun Suge winning 2-1. T-Top versus Han the Don. This is an interesting one. And I don't remember this, but they had a 1-rounder, right? I think they had a 1-rounder on, who's that guy's league? I'm going to get it. Who is that guy's league? It was, it used to have like flames and shit, right? Like when the battle would go down, it used to be like fire and stuff. Who is the league? What's the league? Can you tell me the league? Damn it. What is it? It's that guy. Remember that guy that used to be in all the music videos? The guy that was like the Suge Knight of battle rap? He would put like his own music videos. Rick, what is it, bro? What is it, dude? What's that battle league? Spit That Heat. Yes, the Flames. And that guy that was like, that guy. You know that guy. I know that guy. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. But they battled on Spit That Heat. First of all, great name for a league. Great name. Spit That Heat. That's so good. Milltown Blow. Yes, Milltown Blow. Milltown Blow. T-Top versus John. I don't remember how that one rounder went down. I have no idea how that one rounder went down. But I guess it doesn't matter because it was a really long time ago. And now we got two guys. Bro, this is pretty even, man. I mean, if we're going based off how I do with consistency and accomplishments, I mean, T-Top and John, you know, are pretty even, man. I don't think you could say that one has done more than the other, right? John is heavily accomplished from his days as a rookie to his days now. T-Top, heavily accomplished. Before he even got to the URL, he was heavily accomplished. He has battled some of the biggest names in the world. He's been on some of the biggest stages. He's been on BET. He's been on, you know, all that stuff. So I guess my boring way of predicting things is tough when it comes to this, but I guess we'll stick to the maxing out, right? I think at any given point, T-Top could be better than John. And I don't want to base it off of past performances, because if you're going off of their last couple performances, you would probably say T-Top bests him. I think the last time I really saw John was the Surf battle. And that was an interesting one, man. It was one of those weird ones where it's like the guy that's been chasing somebody for so long, and then you finally get that person and you don't know what to do with them. Perfect example, Snake Eyes versus Mike P. Snake Eyes went after me for 6 years, man. 6 years. He chased me. I finally gave him that battle, and it was one of his weakest performances. He was barely punching, just things that I didn't worry about Snake Eyes, but knew that he had in his arsenal, he did not have. And this is what happened. It's the JC Surf effect, right? Sometimes you're itching to get at somebody so bad that you throw your battle IQ out of the window because you just want to talk to them. Perfect example, JC and Surf. JC was not himself versus Surf, and it seemed like it was because he was so excited to get his hands on him that he fell back on what JC is known for, and he talked to him too much. He did too many things to Surf that he doesn't usually do to other people. Same thing with John. John was dying to get his hands on Surf, got his hands on Surf, didn't know what to do with him. Surf did Surf. John did John that wants to battle Surf. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that T-Top and John, I'm not saying they wanted to battle each other. I'm just saying if we're going off the last performances from them, you really can't, you can't do it, you really can't. So we're going maxed out. If they're both maxed out, I got to stop saying maxed out, right? Then T-Top gets him. I think T-Top wins 2-1. If we're going big stage performances, dude, I mean, John has had some of the craziest big stage performances. And this isn't his fault, but he's done it mostly against people that aren't ready for him. And I think the last time he really had the chance to perform big in front of somebody that is equal or bigger than him, it was Hitman Holla, and he did great. But if you're talking John like dancing on people on the main stage, he's done it to lesser opponents. Mr. Wavy, Jackboy, I believe he did it to another person that was, like a lower tier, not on his level. It was really just, can you keep up with John? And when you look at T-Top on the big stages, he's done it. He's performed better in front of better competition. I know that's picky to do when it comes to predictions, but like I said, I really don't try to simulate these battles, man, because it's really hard to. So I'm going to have T-Top 2-1. I'll say T-Top 2-1 over John the Don. We got 3 battles left. On paper, we got 3 battles. They said there's another 2 extra. Obviously we'll wait for that. And it's DNA versus Jerry Wess. Okay. DNA versus Jerry Wess is interesting. I mean, it's been promoted heavily. And I'm going to go against my intuition. I'm going to go against what I really want to say as to who I think is going to win, because I think Jerry might take it, man. This card is peanut poop. That is being stolen. I am stealing that for the rest of my life. I will consider things that I don't like as peanut poop. Guys, like and subscribe if you like. The like button goes a long way. If you'd like to support and join the Hadouken, it's only $2.99. Become a member. You get yourself cool emojis. You get yourself a green name and all that cool shit. I think Jerry Wess can pull this off. Jerry Wess has a surprise factor. And he has a surprise factor because, to be honest, he doesn't get booked as much as I would think, and I'm surprised that he doesn't complain about it enough. Jerry Wess, for some reason, always pops out, has an unbelievable performance, everybody talks about him, and then he kind of goes away. And that's not Jerry Wess's fault. I don't know if he pushes for more consistent booking, if he doesn't care that much. People have personal lives. You know, some people don't care that much about the game. But I feel like Jerry Wess always pops out and has one of the better performances every year. He did it with, when was it? Born Legacy. I remember he did it the night that I battled JC, right? When the app had first came out, he battled Chess, right? And he had a ridiculous performance. Everyone was talking about him. Kind of teetered off after that. Came back versus somebody else. Went absolutely insane. Everyone talking about Jerry. And then he kind of just teetered off again. And then with the performance versus Foots, and I think he had a great performance before that. I can't stand predictions. I can't stand him either. But hey, Kelvin, you'll always have an option to leave. If you're sitting in a movie theater and you hate the movie, get up. Throw the popcorn out. Take it into your car. Eat it on the way home. Skrakaka. Jerry Wess has great performance. DNA, obviously, has a lot of great performances. DNA also loves beating the shit out of lesser guys. He loves it. This is DNA's wheelhouse. Teaching another battler how to compose themselves, how to write properly, how to perform properly on the stage that they want to be on, that he is so used to being on, is DNA's wheelhouse. DNA makes a habit out of teaching these guys lessons. Now, I say that to say this. I don't look at Jerry Wess as a PG-esque person. I don't look at Jerry Wess as a lower tier guy. I look at Jerry Wess as a big talent with a lot of potential to rock a room. Jerry Wess is known to rock big, medium stages with really heavy shit. I think his style applies to a big stage more than it does to a medium stage. I'm going to pick DNA to win. I'm going to pick him to win 2-1. But I will say this, at any given point, Jerry Wess could win that battle. I'm just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. We could see the normal, DNA, he beat up the guy, he beat up the newer guy, or he beat up the guy that isn't here that much. That's great. Lesson learned, right? But I see Jerry Wess going crazy, man. I picked DNA to win. But, just remember that I said that. Unless you're Kelvin and you don't want to hear me talk. Huh, Kelvin? Kelvin Gachucci? Now let's get to the meat and fucking taters. Let's get to the nooks and crannies. Let's get to that strawberry toaster straddle. The legacy battles of this card. New Jersey Twork versus Hollow the Don. Oh, ay, ay, ay. Oh my God. Oh my God. By the way, apologies accepted, guys. I know there's only 250 people watching. I usually don't talk until we get to 10,000, but today is an exception. I accept your apology. You don't even need to say it. It's okay. We'll move on. New Jersey Twork versus Hollow the Don is a legacy battle. You know, I had a legacy battle, and I didn't know it was a legacy battle because I was too young. I got daylight in my first year, like my first 15 months on the URL. I got daylight. At that point, I was literally looking up to him. I thought he was the greatest in the world. Still think he's the greatest. I was too young to even register, and I think that's a good thing because it probably would have scared me and would have messed up my preparation. But I already had a legacy battle, and that was versus Daylight. It's against somebody that usually is very hard to get, is usually out of reach from the normal opponents that he faces. And usually a legacy battle is something that stamps your name in the history books. Now, I wouldn't say that Hollow is out of Twork's reach, because regardless of what you say about New Jersey Twork, when he is at his 100%, when he is absolutely maxed out, he is the best in the world. I know people hate when people say that, but that is the truth, man. When Twork is at 100%, there really is nobody that's better than him, right? And I want to say, for that talent alone, he deserves this matchup, 100%. But this is a legacy battle in the sense of, maybe, I don't know if he wanted this battle. I would imagine he does. I mean, who doesn't want to battle Hollow the Don? But it's a legacy battle in the sense of, like, this is your chance to add a notch on your belt, and it is a big notch. Pause. You beat Hollow the Don, you're able to say that you beat Hollow the Don, and to be honest, that is a flex. That is bigger than most. That is bigger than most. I think he has the talent too. If Twork is at 100%, I mean, every single round, then it gets very dangerous. I think Twork, you know, you've really seen Twork evolve over the years. I'm glad that I got him at a time where he really was not who he is now. I'm glad that I got Twork at the time where he didn't understand how good he could be, and he didn't understand his potential, and he didn't break through, you know, his own talents. He was aggressive and he had punches. Then he started becoming aggressive with haymakers. Then he started being aggressive with Joe. And then when you saw him battle John, he started incorporating jokes. Now when you see him, he incorporates 8-bar setups and schemes and stories and angles. Every single battle, every single year, Twork adds one more thing to his arsenal. And he just keeps getting more and more dangerous, right? Hollow is also extremely dangerous. I think I think Hollow and Twork have two big flaws. And I'm going to point them out for you. Twork's biggest flaw is his preparation. I would say that there are excuses to forget material, but the only time that I ever forgot material in my life were when I did not practice enough. When I did not, the lines that I've ever forgotten in my career, besides the Bill Collector third round, which is a fucking nightmare, which came from just not even being able to prepare. The Ryder battle was right after that. I had 14 days to prep. I was getting murdered online every single day. It truly got to me, and I wound up having just a nightmare. Bro, I don't know if you want to be reminded, I rapped 4 bars versus Bill Collector. So much so that people thought that I purposely choked to avoid battling more, which is a compliment, I guess. Is that a compliment? Because I don't choke. But besides that bill collector battle, the only 2 times I ever forgot material, the last 3 bars versus New Jersey Twork in the 3rd round, and the last 3 bars versus Daylight. You want to know why I forgot those? Because it was the last thing I wrote, and it was the least rehearsed lines that I had done. So for me, there's no excuse for choking. I've been in tough situations. I've been in this, I've been in that. If you don't prepare, you don't remember. That's it. So the only time I ever forgot material is because I did not say it enough to myself. That's it. So that's one of Twork's biggest flaws. One of Hollow's flaws, and I hope I don't catch flack, or I hope he doesn't take this as disrespect. One of Hollow's biggest flaws is that when he misses wide. Hollow's one of the most tactical battle rappers. Hollow is one of the most dangerous guys. He can make you look absolutely crazy. If he wants to joke on you, he could joke on you. If he wants to play with the crowd, he could play the crowd to your disadvantage. If he wants to land a haymaker, if he wants to get aggressive, if he wants to rebuttal you, he could do everything. But when Hollow misses, he misses wide. His bad bars, like, they scratch the chalkboard way louder than when other people miss. And I think that could be a big issue when it comes to Twork if he's on 100, because you need to constantly keep up with Twork. If Twork is firing on all cylinders, for the most part, every single bar is hitting, and he has a style that if he doesn't hit, he usually gets right back to it. And he doesn't really give you that much time to register that he didn't land a bar. Sometimes when Hollow misses, it's a bad miss. It's a bad miss. And when you miss bad, when you miss wide, it can affect your next few sequences. It can affect the next setup or the next setup. If Twork is on 100, you can't leave yourself open for that. You can't have that record scratch in the middle of the round. But with that being said, man, I got Twork. I got Twork 2-1. As incredible as Hollow is, as big as his accolades are, as accomplished as he is, what I've seen Twork do on this stage is better than anybody. He's had his fuck ups, but I think he wins. Don't do it. Don't kill me, guys. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I think Twork takes this. I'm going to go 2-1. I apologize in advance. To say this card is trash is pure hate. Nobody on this card is even trash. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, this card is not trash, dude. I mean, it's not. If Ace and Nitty isn't on it, then we have a serious problem. But it still doesn't make the card trash. I mean, there's too many good artists, and this is another thing, man. A lot of battle rap fans need to check themselves, because on one end, you want to hate the URL, right? You want to shit on the league, you want to shit on the business that they do. But on the other hand, when you say a card is trash, you're saying that the artists on that card are trash. No matter what you say, no matter how you cut it, if when a battle card comes out and you say it's garbage, you're saying it's garbage because of the names that you see on the card. That's it. That's all you're saying. So which one is it? Are the artists trash, or is your view on the league trash? Because there's a lot of contradictions in that. There's a lot of contradictions in that. saying that a card is trash, you're kind of calling those artists trash. And another thing with Summer Madness, it's like, bro, you know, there's going to be a time, and I feel like we're already in it. There's going to be a time, man, where those artists that are SM worthy aren't going to be battling anymore, man. Bro, like, there's going to be a time where you're going to have to accept these other guys, dude. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really, really crazy. But I don't know, man. DNA and Jerry Wess, I mean, they've been going back and forth for 2 years, right? Jerry Wess is fire and worthy of a Summer Madness. DNA is Summer Madness, right? Is that battle trash? Is that battle trash? How is that battle trash or not Summer Madness? This is the thing. When you guys say not Summer Madness, you're saying it because of Jerry Wess. Let's be real. Let's be very, very real. For anyone saying that Ace and Nitty isn't Summer Madness, you're saying that because of Ace. If you're saying that DNA and Jerry Wess is not a Summer Madness battle, you're saying it because of Jerry Wess. You have to ask yourself, when are you going to accept other talented people on a big card? You have to ask yourself that question. If you can't answer that question, you're not willing to accept that it's never going to be the same fucking people. It can't be DNA every fucking card. It can't be Hollow every single card. It can't be it can't always be Suge. It can't always be Clips. It can't always be Shine. It can't always be Verb. We're going to be seeing them rematch each other for the next 10 years. It can't always be that. So you have to ask yourself, why am I saying this isn't an SM-worthy battle? You're saying it because of the B-side. You know why Ace and Rum Nitty is a Summer Madness battle? Because of how talented Ace is, how talented Rum Nitty is, and the promo that they have. All you need is that. What if not, what else do you need Ace to do? You need Ace to rap for the next 7 years? You need Ace to, this is something that I've always said, bro. And this is why I've always thought I've been a really good scout of talent. I'm at the point in my career, and I've been at the point for a couple years, where I could hear somebody rap for 10 seconds. 2 bars. And I could tell you if they're good or not. 2 bars. I swear to God, someone says a word in the middle of someone skips a word or spaces out a line, and I could tell they're average. Someone could say one fucking line and I go, that guy's really good. All I need to hear is 2 bars, 4 bars at max. And I already know where your potential is. I already know where your talent is. How many times does Ace need to show you he's one of the best to say that he deserves a look? It's a rhetorical question. I can answer it for you. I just did. I can answer it for you. Guys, listen, man. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I'm not here to fight. I'm not here to do anything. Caleb, shut the fuck up. Because you're in my chat all the time and you're always hating for some reason. I love you, but shut up. I can, you can't. Go with that other guy that doesn't like predictions, but's watching me predict. It's rhetorical. When somebody is talented enough, you throw them into the fire. Ace Amin isn't Summer Madness worthy if he gets on Summer Madness and is not worthy. It's not his name that's not worthy. It's not his talent that's not worthy. How do you know how he performs if he hasn't been given the chance? Skrakaka. You don't know whether someone is worthy of something until they are given the opportunity to prove worthy. If Ace Amin hasn't shown you he's one of the best rappers in the world, you have earplugs in your fucking ears. You watch him on mute. Has he fucked up before? Yes. Pick your favorite battle rapper. They've all shit the bed. They've all shit the bed. How many times have you seen your favorite artists shit the bed? Who's one of the greatest rappers in the world? Loaded Lux, right? Loaded Lux has been ass chips. Who's your favorite? Pick them. Point them out. Put them in the comment section. Put them in the comment section right now. Right now. A difference of opinion is not hate, Caleb, but let me tell you, I'm going to quote Lupe Fiasco for you. Don't confuse your opinion with my talent level and my skill level. You telling me that I don't know how to pick who's talented or not is not an opinion. It's just weird. It's just weird. I know good rap. I'm telling you something. I'm not asking you to debate it with me. I'm not asking you to disagree. You have nothing to stand on with that statement. So it's not even an opinion. I don't even know what to call that. You trying to tell me that I don't have the ability to watch a battle rapper and tell if he's good or not is weird. Like, what do you mean? No, I don't. I'm telling you something. I'm telling you something. I'm not trying to debate that with you. I'm telling you I know what good rap is. It's not a debate. You can't debate me with that. You can't say no, I don't. What? I have a battle next week. No, you don't. I can in 10 seconds, Caleb. I'm telling you that. I'm just telling you that. In 10 seconds, you know how many bars you could get in 10 seconds? About 3 or 4. I never heard Vixen before in my life. The day that they came out with the trailer for her versus DNA, I heard 4 bars from her, and I immediately could tell how talented she was. I said Vixen 2-1 immediately. Just from the 4 bars. I could tell, bro. I promise you I could tell. In one line, man, I could tell how good you are at crafting material. I promise you. I'm a fan of you too, Caleb. I love you. I'm sorry I told you to shut up. It's okay. I love you. I'm just trying to tell you something. 10 seconds is enough time, man. It's enough time. Watch somebody hit a heavy bag for 10 seconds. Rapid fire hit a heavy bag. You could tell he got good form. You could tell him he got power. You could tell he got speed. You could tell, you know what I'm saying? Skrakaka. I remember when URL, what'd they come out like 4 years ago? URL came out and said that and said on Twitter. Do you remember when URL asked people for suggestions as to how to deal with PGs? Do you remember when they had separated with Norbs and they were trying to figure out a system? And I remember they went online and they asked people to email them with suggestions as to how to go about things, right? This was my suggestion, and this is all I'm trying to say to prove my point about why Ace needs to be on Summer Madness, right? I actually emailed them. I emailed them a long email, long banana. Why? Suggesting how to do it, and I said exactly what I just said. The PGs used to have a treadmill. Right? If you take the veteran battle rappers, sign up a veteran battle rapper, a guy that will always be on big cards, a guy that will always be on Summer Madness, always be on Gnome, always be a main event. Line up every single top tier battle rapper that you know. Give them 5 battles. They fuck up in 1. They fuck up in 1. They lose in 1. Guys, what are you pausing? They fuck up in 1. They lose in 1. I can't even get my point. You guys are. They are bound to mess up, right? The difference between a veteran and a rookie is that when a veteran fucks up or a top tier guy fucks up, they move on. There is no punishment for when Charlie Clips has a bad night. There's no punishment for when Surf has a bad night. There's no punishment if DNA isn't good, if K-Shine doesn't do good, if all these guys don't do good, they get the chance to move right on to the next. The issue with the proving grounds is that you put people on treadmills when all you need is one battle. Maybe two. When you watch somebody perform 10 seconds or 10 minutes, you know after one battle, or at least I do, that guy is talented. Now, here's the issue with the proving grounds, and here's the issue with crucibles, and here's the issue with the system that they have with these new guys. Maybe not as of late because they're pushing a few to the fire and you're realizing they're not built for it. Via most of the new 6 guys, they actually took my approach, and a lot of them are not built for it, which proves my point as to why you should do it, right? When you put a proving ground guy, a crucible guy, you put him in a battle, he does great, right? He proves himself, he has good, you know what I'm saying? When you put him on a card and he does good, and then you put him on another card, same level, versus somebody that's trying to make it just as much as he is, and he does good, you cut it off. You cut it off. 2 good battles, put him on a Born Legacy. 2 good battles, put him up against a high mid-tier. 2 good battles, put him on a main stage, put him against a top tier. The issue is with a lot of these guys is that they had 3 battles and they had 4 battles, all facing the same competition, and then when they fuck up, nobody cares that they did good the first battle. And the only separation between a PG or a crucible guy fucking up and a veteran or a top tier fucking up is that the latter gets a second chance. And it is very easy to cast away those new guys because you kept them in the gauntlet, you kept them on the treadmill, and they fell. They tripped up. Let them trip up with bigger opportunities. If you think that Ace Amin needs one more battle to prove that he gets a chance on the main stage, you got it wrong, man. You got it twisted. Yes, I'm very full of myself, 100%. I think I am as good at, yes, I really do. I tend to think I know what I'm talking about. And I think I have a track record. Good job, Mike. Good job. You showed it to him. I mean, you're really good at that. You're so good, Mike. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I know he tried to clown you in the comment section, but I mean, dude, you're just so witty and so quick-witted. Long banana. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And to be honest, bro, it's actually good that I've seen the opposite of that, right? Saflair had a couple good battles in the Crucible, and they immediately put him into the fire. Did he get burned? Yes. Yes, he did. Yeah, I've been doing this for too long to think that I kind of know what I'm talking about, right? I don't know why motherfuckers are saying that Ace don't deserve Nitty when Nitty battles anybody. Yeah, I mean, guys, dude, you're saying that because you're probably misinformed, and that's okay. That's okay. You probably judge people like Ace off of a formula that you see most people on Twitter do, or most people on Reddit, or most people on YouTube. You see them easily cast away these guys that are not top tier guys. You cannot do that. It's not a good formula. It's not a good formula to use, bro. If you think Ace needs to do anything, you're out of your mind, bro. He's done it 10 times over. 10 times over. And then also, it never matters what you think when the other guy wants. If Rum Nitty wants Ace on Summer Madness, why don't you? It's like the guy that you said is the biggest, the guy, like the GOAT of battle rap, the champion of the year GOAT of battle rap, wants Ace on Summer Madness. You don't have a say, right? Like, I don't have a say. What can I say? Ace doesn't deserve to be. Rum Nitty told you he does. I think you listen to Rum Nitty before you listen to your own head. I'd listen to Rum Nitty tell me that Ace deserves to battle him on Summer Madness before I listen to, I don't know, let's make up a name. Kelvin Kachoe. You know, like if a Kelvin Kajoe Or like a, I don't know, Caleb McLean, right? If they were to tell you, hey, man, Ace doesn't deserve to be on Summer Madness, and then Rum Nitty saying, I'm actually waiting for him. I want him to battle you. All right, let's cut the bullshit. And now we go to the last battle of the card, which is the most important battle on the card. Tay Roc versus Avenue. First off, man, oh, man. Av, biggest salutes to you, bro. Biggest salutes to you, man. I am very happy for you. I'm very happy for you. Summer fucking Madness main event. Me and Av came out on the same day. Me and Av both made our PG debuts in 2015 on the same card. He battled Nun. I battled Haitian. We were the number 1 and 2 best performances that day. Our second battle on URL was against each other. He beat the shit out of me, but then wound up being the number 1 performance that night, and I was the number 2 performance that night, literally. And I've seen Av, you know, go through the ups and downs of being a battler and getting criticized and getting loved and wanting to not be on URL and then fixing it with URL and all this shit, man. It is so amazing to see him on a fucking main event Summer Madness 8 years later. I tip my hat to you, man. I wish you the best. And this is a legacy battle, to say the least. When it comes to Tay Roc, man, you don't get any bigger than that. You don't get any bigger than Tay Roc. Tay Roc is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's what you do all of this for, man. Is really, you could say Murder Mook, you could say Loaded Lux, you could say How the Don, but those 3 guys, for the most part, are untouchable guys. Like, when they come back or they battle people, it tends to be people from their era or like industry rappers or shit like that. They don't seem reachable. Tay Roc is that end goal, right? And this isn't random, too, man. There's history behind this. They have both been on the same squad together. They have both had their back and forth together, and this is as big of a battle as you could possibly get. Main event Summer Madness, Tay Roc, Av. There is nothing else bigger than that. And safe to say that is the biggest battle he'll ever have in his life, right? The number 1 guy on the number 1 card at the top of the card that is filled with, you know, veterans, legends, all these guys, right? Tay Roc, man, dude. I used to have, my GOATs have changed over the years. I think early I used to think Lux was the GOAT. And to be honest, man, I think battle rap is too young to even have GOATs, especially when all of them are still active. It's weird. Battle rap, on camera, battle rap is only like 15 years old. 16, 17 years old. Smack DVD was what, 05? 04, 05? Battle rap isn't even that old to say that anyone's a GOAT, because everyone, for the most part, is still active. So it can change always, but if there is anybody that has solidified GOAT status over the last maybe 4 years, 5 years, and to be honest, man, I think has really pulled away from everybody else, it's Tay Roc, dude. I think Tay Roc, if battle rap were to stop right now, Tay Roc is the greatest of all time. And I don't think there's a way to get around that. If you want to go accolades, moments, bars, rounds, battles, viral moments, classics, body bags, I mean, you go down the list, man, and Tay Roc checks them off twice. Double checks everything you would need to be considered the greatest of all time. And then and then I think the biggest pull away for me, which separates him and everybody else, is battles. He's had so many battles. He has battled so many people. He has been on so many cards. When have you ever seen Roc even be bad? When have you ever even seen a bad Roc performance? Even battles that I feel like he lost, like Danny Myers. I thought Danny Myers is one of, to be honest, I think Danny Myers is one of the only people besides Charlie Clips that clearly beat Tay Roc. Danny Myers, dude, I mean, if you want to talk about legacy, if you want to talk about accolades, if you want to talk about something that you're proud to say, Danny Myers is one of the only people that I ever think clearly beat Tay Roc. But even in that battle, there's no bad I don't think Tay Roc has ever been bad. Not even one, like just one bad performance. One bad performance. I'm talking bad. Pat beat him clear. I thought Pat beat him clear as well. Love you, brother. I thought, yeah, Pat beat him clear. I think what is people saying? Like Swamp. Listen, I'm not talking about clear law. I guess I just said, but I'm talking about bad battles. I don't think you've ever seen Roc in a bad battle. Even if there's battles that you think he's lost, and then if you name those guys like Goods and Mook, Mook. I thought Mook clearly beat. Yeah, Mook went crazy. But then, I mean, like I said, bro, you're naming like also some of the greatest as well, right? Like Roc doesn't lose to, mid guys. And to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a bad performance from Tay Roc. Maybe a round. Maybe an off round that wasn't good, but like you're talking about, like, how many rounds has Tay Roc wrote for us? You know what I'm saying? So you don't get any bigger, man. You don't get any bigger. Now here's the prediction, and I want to give two. I want to give the official prediction, and I want to give what I think is going to happen. On paper, the boring way that I predict battles, Tay Roc wins this battle. Tay Roc has been on the stage 100 more times than Av. He has been 100 times more consistent. He has had bigger moments, more bigger moments. And, there's just no way of not picking him to win. With that being said, I think Av adds that notch to his belt. I think Av wins. I think Av pulls this off. And if I'm going to go super specific, I think he pulls it off in the second and third. I try not to be prophetic like that. I try not to be Nostradamus like that, but I think he pulls it off in the second and third. I think the first round is the wave. I think the first round is the round that he's going to have to fight through and just deal with. And I think he comes out victorious in the last two rounds. This is a dope card. I love the stories behind it. Dude, we're just going to have to see it play out, man. We're just going to have to see it play out. There are so many cards now that we're all now sitting back and waiting. It is what? July 21st. July 21st. So we got, when does GTX start? GTX is what, in 2 weeks? Because GTX is August 8th, if I'm not mistaken. So that means we got 2 more weeks before one of the cards start playing out. I think that weekend is going to be crazy. You have 3 days, and I think Diz said what, 50 something plus battles? 50 something plus battle, like 56, 58 battles that are going down. Look at that. I put monetization on and it immediately got limited. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube, but they limit my monetization every single live I go. Ooh, maybe, you know what? Maybe they're limiting it because I'm not done. Maybe that's the reason. Yeah, man, I think August is when it gets crazy. We're going to have the GTX battles, and then after GTX, I think this is how it goes. After GTX, 3 weeks, and then it's URL. And then after that, it's what, 2 weeks, and RB's in the beginning of September? Or are they in the middle of September? I'm not sure. GTX got the best card top to bottom. I mean, yeah, dude. Yeah. 100%. I mean, it's hard not to, dude. I mean, it's nostalgic as hell. Everyone, you know, there's just about everyone you could possibly put on that battle, on that card, and yeah, I mean, dude, you got Thesaurus versus Hollow, Diz versus Easy. You got ridiculous battles on there. The 2-on-2 with DNA and Clips. I forget the two guys that they're battling, but you got some crazy battles, and Easy versus Sharon. Easy versus Sharon. When is that happening? Easy's battling Diz. Real Sick Def needs to leave URL and go battle on other platforms. He's got wicked potential and so many legends left to battle. Him and Big K in the blue room would be insane. Too bad he's locked in. I don't know if Sick's locked in. Is Sick locked into a contract? I don't think so. I don't know if that's a official. I don't know if Sick ever said that. I don't think he's locked into anything. Do you feel you should be on this card? Summer Madness? No. You know, I think there's a lot of people that could be on. You got to understand, Summer Madness is 5-6 battles. That's only 12 rappers. There's a lot of big name rappers that could be on that card. So no, I don't think I should have been on the card. I didn't really push for it, but you got to understand, I was told I wasn't going to be on it months ago. So, you know, for me, and also for me, man, I've done so much promo for battles, and URL never acted on it. So much promo for battles, and pushed for battles, and then it just never happened because they just don't want to do it. You know? Tay Roc is mid. Okay, guys, that ends the stream. So let's go over it. What do we say? We got Shotgun Suge. I got Shotgun Suge 2-1. I have T-Top 2-1. I have DNA 2-1 with the option of Jerry Wess possibly winning. I think Jerry Wess can pull the upset, but I have him 2-1. I got New Jersey Twork 2-1. And I have Tay Roc 2-1, but my heart tells me that Av might pull this off, man. You never know, man. I think it's a possibility. Anything's possible when it comes to battle rap, dude. I mean, you've seen some of your favorites lose to people that you thought were, you know, cooked on paper, and you know, it turns out that they weren't. So, I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to see everything play out now, man. I mean, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to see. We got a lot of battles to watch. I appreciate y'all sticking around. Hit the like button right now. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. If you want to join the Hadouken, it's only $2.99 a month. Go to the membership. If you're watching on PC, hit the join button. You get yourself some nice emojis, and you support the channel, man. You support me and my growth, and all the bananas to go. I appreciate y'all. I will see you tomorrow. We're gonna run a way longer stream. I just wanted to get these predictions out of the way, and yeah, y'all be good. I will catch you tomorrow. Yeah, peace out.
Yeah, that's straight. Yeah, 2 guns, 5 guns make it 7.
No Mike P, no Mike P, no Mike P.
Yo,
what?
I got so many guns. Hey. Big body Benz parked in front of the team. Lizzo bank roll, shit bust at the seams. 401k over gunplay. Your homies still saying we gon' make it one day. They say Mike P, we thinking of ya, and I don't count on my beat. Afraid of numbers, my beat. They say they love us, but I gotta make it this winter. I feel stuck in the snow. Drop something, I feel inclined to duck and roll. Keep it a stack, y'all average as fuck. Small change get invested over matching a blunt. Burrowed in, y'all been inactive for months. But stats getting stuffed in the same bag I had stashed in the trunk. I would roll a spliff with an eighth on a mystical tape. Embedded the same work that got fish on the plate. I had pounds down in the safe I couldn't get to for days. And tinfoil I used when I ain't finished the cake. Was in the suburb pitching, unearned business. Couldn't claim on your taxes, but some earn interest. Ask me if I'm the GOAT, I got a one-word sentence. Most never sat with the kings, but some herbs did it, some herbs didn't. I'm not the one to make choices, actually. I'm forever indebted to all the people that's backing me. All that kept it a stack with me, I'll keep it a stack. I get to you when I get to you, keep it at that.
Look, gin and tonics had me extra honest. I told my bitch I never loved her, it was just the timing. You was never throwing bullets, you was just a lineman. You was telling like the justice and you justified it. It's just a climate. I'm from the 5-6 where people die rich with no deposits. I'm catching bodies like a mosh pit. Now who you trying to rap with me? Like Rap City, I live in the basement. You niggas sound like Rap City. I hear the bitch in you. Only thing we got in common is our skin issues. Niggas know it's small, oh God, I'm beneficial. Well connected, we all dudes. Kel Mitchell, the hell with you, I look like Keenan, but I'm really beaming. I was quarterback and played when you was passing regents. Yo, is y'all really rapping or you bad at reading? I mean, is niggas really legends or they bad at leaving? I'm trying to get my mama Benz and my dad a Lincoln. Navigating through the drama just to have an evening. Niggas biting on my style when they barely teething. Submerging in my flow, my man, just let it seep in. Look, real nigga shit, I want the membership. My man doing 8 and I'm working 10 to 6. They got him fucked up on the meds. He never meant the shit. When you a real one in this world, there ain't no benefits.
Yeah, that's Zans mixed with fentanyl. We killing with bars over here. Exit 25 marked the share of jerseys everywhere. You know what I mean? 516, nah. Come out here. Nah, let me run that back.